Mr. Drysdale will be here directly to take a sailing on that yacht.
I know. That's why I'm getting my critters used to riding on the water.
I don't recollect them being invited.
But I don't care nothing about going neither.
Now, Ellie, you're the main reason I'm thinking of buying this yacht.
What you mean?
Well, according to Mr. Drysdale, here's a bunch of high-quality young fellas sails around on them boats.
Oh, are you aiming to get me married off?
Well, I wouldn't put it as blunt as that, but if the right fella come along, I ain't aiming to sick the dogs on him.
Well, Jethro says I'm too old to get a man.
Well, Jethro knows a heap of book learning, but when it comes to courting and romance, he's about as bright as a smokehouse at midnight.
Who's that, Uncle Jed?
Nobody. You get yourself into a nice, pretty dress.
Yes, sir, Pop.
I see you're all ready to go.
Oh, yes, sir.
How about Granny?
Well, she's changed her mind. She says she ain't going out on no ocean or no yacht.
I just had her talked into it.
I know you did. Whilst I was helping her pack victuals just now, throwed in a few clinchers myself.
Like what?
Like I says, nothing to be scared of, Granny. Even if you fall overboard, I'll save you. I says, heck fire. I can swim faster than any old shark.
Nice going, boy.
Thank you. And then I says, even if the shark gets to you first, he's going to think twice before he goes to gnawing on a tough little old bony piece of meat like you.
I bet that made her feel good.
You thought so, wouldn't you? But it was just about then that she said she wasn't going.
Well, I go talk.
Hey, you want me to help?
No, you've done enough.
Oh, Uncle Jim, here's something that might cheer her up. Tell her that even if the shark does get her, it's quicker than drowning.
I remember that.
Oh, and we all got to go sometime.
Ellie, you ain't going out on that boat, are you?
Sure am, Granny.
Well, what will you do if you fall off in the ocean?
Well, I can swim.
Ain't you ever heard of sharks?
Of course I have.
Well, what will you do if you meet up with one of them?
Nothing I can do. Paul says I can't bring home no more critters.
Foolishness. Foolishness, that's what it is. The whole family's gonna get et up. Them sharks is gonna be having Clampett chowder.
What's this I hear about you not coming with us?
Jed, hill folks don't belong on no ocean.
Granny, you done let Jethro scare you. Mr. Drysdale said being on one of them big yachts is just like being in your own house.
And I've saved myself a trip. I'm done here.
Mr. Drysdale said there's a lot of fun on them big yachts. You can fish off them.
You can fall off them, too. And I ain't aiming to be no snack for no shark.
Jethro has got you worried about nothing.
I ain't so sure. I've been eating fish for 7 years, and they could be carrying a mighty strong grudge.
Well, plumb ashamed of you.
Jed, I was born on dry land. I was raised on dry land. And when my time comes, I aim to go on dry land.
But that's just it. You know the good Lord is looking out for you. He'll decide when it's your time to go.
When I go is up to him. Where I go is up to me.
Howdy, Miss Jane, Mr. Drysdale. Come on in.
Thank you, Jethro.
Good to be aboard.
Everyone ready, Jethro?
No, ma'am. Ellie's still getting dressed.
Oh, I'll go up and see if I can be of some help.
Hey, Mr. Drysdale, are you in the Navy?
No, lad. These are merely yachting togs. Though I do have the look of a sea hawk about me. Admiral Drysdale, born to command. Gold braid in his sleeve, and I'd look every inch the skipper.
Well, I thought I heard company. Howdy there.
Hey, Uncle Jed, is Mr. Drysdale going to be the skipper of your yacht?
Well, now...
No, of course not. Here's our skipper. Standing by for orders, sir.
Hey, Mr. Drysdale, can Uncle Jed wear a fancy uniform like yours?
My boy, your Uncle Jed can wear the fanciest uniform money can buy.
Hot dog! Hey, Granny! Granny, you gotta change your mind about going to the ocean.
I ain't changing nothing but my clothes.
Oh, come on, Granny, please.
I ain't setting foot out of this house.
Hey, you don't have to. I'll tote you.
Jethro, put your Granny down.
I can't. She's locked onto something.
Granny, let go.
I ain't letting go till he puts me down.
I can't put her down till she lets go.
That ain't fair. Two again one.
Now put her down.
again.
Make yourself scarce, boy. Go take a drive.
Where to?
Anywhere.
Hey, can I get your uniform for you?
Yeah, you do.
Hey, in a fancy one?
Sure. Now get it.
Now, listen to reason, Granny. There's nothing to be frightened of.
Come on, Granny. Don't be a fraidy cat.
You can coax, plead, and shame-mouth me all you want. I ain't a budger.
Why do you have to be so all-fired stubborn?
Well, for one thing, I can't get my head out of here.
See you later, Granny.
Surely you don't intend to leave her like that.
Of course not, but that stair railing might be just the halter we need to lead that little mule to water.
We're supposed to meet the yacht people at the harbor at 11.
Well, you and Miss Jane go on ahead. Granny ain't likely to back down in front of company nohow.
Well, how will you get to the yacht harbor?
The trap? Oh, no!
Oh, I mean, it would be much better if you arrived in my limousine.
How come?
Now, because it's bad luck for the skipper of a yacht to arrive in a truck.
Right?
Oh, right. It's an old superstition of the sea.
Yeah, and you wouldn't want to jinx the ship.
Of course not.
Fine. Well, my limousine will be standing by. We'll see you at the pier. Number 21.
We'll be there quick as Granny gives in.
Uncle Jed, wait till you see the uniform I got for you. You're going to make Mr. Drysdale look like a plucked chicken.
How? Granny's got her head caught in the stair rail.
Yeah, I know.
She says if we'll get her loose, she'll go down the boat with us.
It worked. Come on, you.
Hey, Granny, how'd you get your head in there?
Never mind that. Let's just get it out.
I think it'll go through if I put my shoulder against it and shove.
No, boy.
Maybe it'll help if I butter her head.
Never mind, Ellie.
How about I turn her sideways and try yanking the rest of her through this way?
I think the best plan would be to spread these bars a mite.
All of them?
No, just these two.
Oh.
That's a ticket. Fine and dandy.
Here, Uncle Jed, put on your uniform.
I believe I'll pass that.
Oh, please, Uncle Jed.
Yeah, come on, Paul.
Well, all right. While I'm doing it, you call up to Drysdale, tell the chauffeur he's ready for the limousine.
Limousine?
According to Mr. Drysdale, showing up in one of them is good luck.
Let's do it. He's gonna need all the luck we can get.
Hey, can I drive it?
Well, I reckon that'd save him a heap of trouble.
I'll go fetch it.
And leave the truck over to their house. Miss Drysdale might want to drive into Beverly Hills.
Hey, Jethro, wait till you see Paul in his yacht and get up.
Yes, sir. I told you it was a doozy.
Where'd you get this outfit, Jethro?
Over to the movie studio. What you call the wardrobe department.
Kind of fancy for fishing and the like, ain't it?
I reckon so. It's the only one they had in your size.
Come on, Granny.
I'm coming.
What's this for?
One of them sharks swallows me. He's gonna get himself a double-barrel bellyache.
Granny, I done told you, ain't no shark gonna go to gnawing on a tough little old bony piece of...
Now, let's hop in, everybody. Jethro, reckon you can find that harbor?
Yes, sir. All we got to do is take off out that harbor freeway till we see some boats.
That sounds reasonable to me. Now, when we get there, we'll be looking for number 21.
Yes, sir.
Yonder's a bunch of boats. Reckon it's one of them?
Heck no. They's too little.
According to Mr. Drysdale, them yachts as big as houses.
They better be, or you ain't getting me on one.
There ain't any big ones over on that side.
Now, them is what you call yachts.
Keep your eyes peeled for number 21, everybody.
Here she is, Uncle Jed. Number 21.
Looks like a dandy big yacht, Granny.
Yeah, but if you ask me, it ain't strictly brand new.
Maybe not, but they got a lot of hired hands cleaning it up for it.
Nice-looking fellas, too.
It ain't easy to get into this yacht harbor.
Yeah. For a minute, I thought that feller at the front gate wasn't gonna let us in.
Well, he sure changed his tune when he seen Paul.
I'll say he did.
Fell all over herself being polite then.
Saluted and everything.
Well, you got to remember, they's hoping I'll buy this boat. Folks is generally extra polite when they're trying to sell you something.
Where's Mr. Drysdale and Miss Jane?
Why don't you young'uns take a look around for them?
Yes, sir, Paul.
Jed, why do you suppose Mr. Drysdale is so all-fired head up on you buying that boat?
Well, for one thing, he thinks it's a chance for Ellie Mae to meet some young fellas of high quality. Don't look now, but I think it's working already.
What you mean?
There's a couple of boys looking down at us. They must have spied Ellie because her eyes is bugging out like a bullfrog.
Is that an admiral? That's an admiral. Let's get the OD.
You know, Cliff, it's quite a feeling of responsibility.
What's that?
Being the senior officer aboard this ship.
Say, that's right. With the skipper and exec both ashore, you're in command. Worried?
Not a bit. The ability to command is something you're born with. Either you've got it or you haven't. Let's face it, Cliff.
Sir, beg pardon, sir.
Just a moment. Let's face it, Cliff. I've got it. All right, men, what is it?
There's an admiral about to come aboard, sir.
Very well, you may return. An admiral? Are you sure?
Well, sir, he's got a whole sleeve full of gold braid.
Yes, sir. He's got like that, and then like that, and then like that again. Isn't that an admiral?
That's an admiral. Oh, boy, is that an admiral.
We can't find hiding to hire, Mr. Drysdale.
Maybe he's already on the boat.
When I go up and have a look, y'all wait here in case he shows up.
Tell communications to locate the skipper. Alert the crew. Find someone to pipe the admiral aboard. Get 6 men for side boys. Get everything shaped up for inspection. Never mind that. Move!
Welcome aboard, sir.
This is a great surprise. Honor!
Relax, boys. Mr. Drysdale here?
Is he supposed to be, sir?
Yes, he is.
Then he's here, sir.
Good, good.
Come on up, everybody.
Come on, Granny.
I've changed my mind. I'm gonna wait in the car. And get round, get round.
I hope your family enjoyed the tour of the ship, sir. The lieutenant will be with you in a moment. He's trying to contact the skipper.
Oh, Uncle Jed's a skipper.
Of course, I met Commander Blake.
Fine and dandy.
Fine and dandy. Jed Clampett, if you buy this boat, you are plumb off your rocker.
I like this boat, Paul.
Yeah, Uncle Jed, it's a dandy.
What do you young'uns know about boats?
You know as much about him as you do.
Then you don't know nothing, so hush.
There's a bunch of nice-looking fellas on it.
Yeah, I kind of noticed that myself.
So did I. And I ain't cooking for 250 hired hands.
Hope you buy it, Uncle Jed. Sure would like to drive this rascal.
You know how, do you, boy?
Oh, it looks easier than the truck. Ain't even got no pedals.
Please buy it, Paul.
I think we ought to see how it rides first.
Hot dog, let's go.
We hope to establish communication with Commander Blake very shortly, sir. However, still no trace of Mr. Drysdale.
Well, don't worry about it.
Meanwhile, sir, we're serving coffee and refreshments in the wardroom, with the Admiral's permission.
Well, that's fine. Thank him for it.
Lead me to it.
Right this way, madam.
Ain't we going for a ride, Paul?
Well, that's up to this young fella right here.
Can we please go for a ride?
A ride?
Yeah, Uncle Jed wants to see what this thing will do.
The ship, sir?
That's right.
You mean you want to put out to sea, sir?
Yep.
Now, sir?
Sooner the better.
Don't you want to wait for the skipper?
Hey, you're talking to the skipper.
Oh, yes, sir. Beg pardon, sir. Your orders will be carried out immediately.
Thank you. Now let's go have some of that coffee.
Be nice to raise these doorways tonight. Iron kind of dents a fellow's head.
Ain't doing that iron no good neither.
Chief, it's aimless to keep driving around like this. We've covered the entire harbor area.
From the land, but not from the sea.
I don't follow you.
Well, maybe the Clampetts got to the wrong pier and aboard the wrong yacht, while the really big ones are anchored out in the channel.
Suppose that is a possibility.
Pull over there where it says speedboats to hire.
Can I help you folks?
Yes, you can. We need a good fast boat and an experienced operator to take us around the various yachts in the channel.
Well, I'm your man.
Good, good. How much?
$35 an hour.
$35 an hour?
Chief, we've got to get out there somehow.
I know. Hey! What's going on? What is funny? Don't this thing go any faster?
Well, not with one person rowing.
You know, your trouble is you're not smooth. You need a little rhythm and coordination.
I also need a little help.
Oh, very well.
Oh, thank you.
Now, one and a hold. Miss Hathaway, you're not with me.
Oh, I wish there were two.
Now, one and a hold.
Jed, can I drive now?
Oh, it's all right with me, but you'd best ask the fella at the steering wheel there.
Thank you. Uncle Jed says I can drive for a spell if it's all right with you.
Hold steady on 100.
Okay. Hey, Uncle Jed, we's doing 100.
Kind of fast if you have to do any turning, ain't it?
Well, there's one way to find out.
That was a very hazardous maneuver.
Thank you. Can I drive some more now?
Well, let's let the helmsman take the wheel for a while, huh?
Okay. I'll work these levers.
Oh, sir, may I suggest that your family might enjoy being out on deck?
Anything going on out there?
Well, I could arrange something, sir.
Like what?
Well, how about a demonstration of our armament system? Firepower capabilities, defense and attack procedures.
Sounds all right. Lead the way.
Well, Miss Hathaway, you're certainly making a mess of this. We haven't gotten to one yacht.
The current's too strong, Chief. Only you row for a while.
Miss Hathaway, who owns the bank where you work?
You do?
Who pays your salary? Who signs your checks?
You do?
Then who rows?
I do?
Then get to it. One.
Hey, Uncle Jed, you just gotta buy this boat. Why, you and me could do some tall hunting and fishing on this rascal. Look at them explosions throw that water in the air.
Don't seem like a very sporting way to fish. But I reckon when you got all these men to feed, you can't fool around with no worm on a bent pin.
What are they shooting at?
High-flying birds, I reckon.
I wouldn't want to have to cook them when they get done with them.
Demonstration was satisfactory, sir.
Well, I reckon you done your best.
Well, yes, sir. We all did, sir.
Well, then, it's up to me to make a decision, ain't it?
Yes, sir.
Just a minute. You got them figures wrote down, boy?
Yes, sir, Uncle Jed. That there boat costs $6,000 a day to operate. She uses up 500 gallons oil every hour, and them 250 hired hands eats better than 600 pounds of food a day. And she costs $3 million. You gonna buy it?
I reckon not.
What?
Turn the car around.
But...
Young fella, I I made up my mind about your ship.
You have, sir?
Yep. I'm gonna pass it.
He passed us! He passed us! He passed us!
He's pretty happy for a fella that just lost a sail. Only the night prowlers, Ellie, like this young fella and your raccoon and bobcat. Come daybreak, you can let them all out again.
Oh, Paul, please.
Now, Ellie, you got to remember that our neighbor is a city folk. It scares Miss Drysdale to wake up in the middle of the night and see a strange-looking varmint peering at her.
Well, if he scares her, she hadn't ought to marry him.
This ain't no joking matter. I am determined that we is going to be friends with Miss Drysdale, especially you.
Milburn!
Oh, shut up.
Did I hear your sweet voice, Margaret?
Yes, you did. The Clampetts are building some sort of a cage, doubtless for more of those revolting animals. Peasants. And speaking of revolting animals, how long must I tolerate that feathered imitator?
Until Ellie Mae's birthday. She's going to be a present from you and me.
How ghastly.
You know, I should name this bird Margaret. She's picked up your entire vocabulary. She's even picked up your personality.
That's right. Be insulting. You're a typical Sagittarius husband with Capricorn tendencies. Now, let's see. Today... follow the advice of a tall man.
His advice should be to forget about that silly astrology.
Oh, dear. Today, make a special attempt to be friendly to your neighbor.
Really? Like I was saying, that astrology is great stuff.
Surely that must mean the Bensons.
They're in Europe.
I could phone them.
Don't fool around with the stars, Margaret. Now you get over there and start being friendly to the Clampetts.
Oh, why did I have to be a Scorpio? Why couldn't I have been a Libra or a Pisces or even a Sagittarius? Good morning, everyone.
Morning, Miss Drysdale.
Careful, Jed. She's up to something.
How would you like me to plot your horoscope?
You do it, I'll pluck yours right back at you. You know, she threatened me.
I only want to introduce you to the mystic powers of astrology.
Mystic powers of what?
Astrology. Oh, don't be frightened. Just tell me when you were born.
She was born about the middle of November, Miss Drysdale.
Oh, you're Scorpio the Scorpion. We share the same sign of the zodiac. Here, let me put it on you.
She's trying to hex me.
When is your birthday, Mr. Clampett?
Don't tell her, Jed.
Well, it's around the 1st of December, but what is all this?
Sagittarius.
Make him Kemp. Perf-a-doo. Now get honey. And quit messing around with that black magic. You're fooling with powers that you don't know nothing about.
Black magic?
I'm warning you, burn that book before it's too late.
But really...
Now get.
Hey, maybe we ought to find out a little more about that Zodiac and Sagittarius.
Don't say them words, Jed. There's no telling what evil they can bring on. That woman is playing with dynamite. Spell making ain't for beginners.
Maybe we should have tried to stop her instead of chasing her away.
Yeah, maybe you're right. I'll go, Jed. At least I got a few protection spells I can use.
Well, how can I be friendly with the Clampetts when they... Milburn! I've had quite all of you that I... Oh. Hello? Hello? Oh, shut up. Oh, no, not you. I'm sorry. This is Margaret Drysdale.
Margaret Drysdale?
Hold on. I'll pick up another extension. Shoot! My horoscope said nothing about being friendly to birds.
Miss Drysdale, where are you? I didn't mean to yell at you, but you're fooling with awful powerful medicine. I've been at it 50 years, and there's still things I don't know. Miss Drysdale?
Hello?
Who said that?
Hello? This is Margaret Drysdale.
Miss Drysdale! I told you not to fool with that black magic. This is the one that's going to do it, Miss Drysdale. Like I told you, don't you worry about the cage. I made it loose, so when you change back, you can bust right out of it. Oh, Miss Drysdale, I keep telling you he can't help you. You gotta put your faith in science. Now get a good grip on your perch, hold still, and think human. Rattlesnake rattles, tansy root, armadillo ears, eye of a newt. All my spell-breaking things I done mixed in, put Miss Drysdale back in her skin.
Hello?
I'm sorry, Miss Drysdale. I've tried everything I know how.
Cracker, cracker.
How can you think of crackers at a time like this, you old coot?
Sagittarius.
Oh, don't say that word. I'll get you crackers. Miss Drysdale, I won't say nothing to nobody about your condition. Not to Jed, not to nobody. Just please, don't keep saying them magic words.
Well, Granny, I declare if Ellie don't stop bringing home critters.
Don't lay a finger on her.
But you don't like critters in your kitchen.
I like this one.
What's all this stuff?
I'm cooking.
I thought we were going to have stew today.
We are. Them's the fixins.
Lizard tail? Armadillo ear.
It's a new recipe.
Kind of like the old one.
Run along, Jed. I'm awful busy.
Armadillo ear.
Now, see here, Miss Drysdale. I can't keep your condition a secret if you're going shooting off your beak. You ain't at the ones that give you. See? Look at the bottom of your cage. I mean your room.
Hey, Granny, Uncle Jed said you're making some special stew. You gonna put that crow in it?
So, don't say that. Don't even think it.
Okay. What's all this stuff?
Never mind. It's stuff like armadillo ears and lizard tails, bat wings, and dried newts.
Hot dog! How soon do we eat?
I'll get.
Granny, that is the saddest looking crow I ever did see. Little and scrawny and...
Jethro, mind your tongue.
What do you mean, Granny?
Never mind. Don't ask me. Just be nice to that bird.
Okay. Howdy, ma'am. You are the prettiest little bird I ever did see.
Hello?
Who said that?
I didn't hear nothing.
Hello?
Granny, that bird talked. There's something funny about that bird, Granny. I'm gonna take it out of...
Don't touch it. It's Miss Drysdale.
Miss who?
That bird is Miss Drysdale. She put a hex on herself.
Oh, Granny, You're greening me. That bird don't look like Miss Drysdale. Leastways, not much.
Careful what you say. One wrong word, and she'll turn us all into crows.
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. She's sick because I throwed so many spells on her.
Maybe you ought to take her to a doctor.
What do you think I am?
Oh, Granny, I mean a city doctor.
City doctor? I never seen one of them that could cure a regular person, let alone one that looked like a crow.
You can't take that bird to no regular doctor. Got to take her to a critter doctor.
Critter doctor?
Yeah, I can look one up in the phone book.
Well, all right. But whatever you do, don't let her know.
Animal hospital.
Hello? Listen, I want to ask you, can you help Miss Drysdale? She's sick?
Mrs. Drysdale? Well, what exactly is Mrs. Drysdale?
Well, you mean now or usually? Oh, well, right now she's a crow.
I see. You have a sick crow. Well, I'm sure we'll be able to help her. What are the symptoms? Yes, how does she look and how does she act?
Well, she looks awful and she acts worse. Her legs and her feet are yellow. So's her eyes. She won't eat nothing, and her beak is red.
Would you say her condition has changed much in the last 24 hours?
Oh, honey, you wouldn't believe how much.
I think perhaps I better have Dr. Abbott call you back. What is your number there? Mm-hmm. No, I can't help you, and Dr. Abbott is in consultation.
That's city doctors for you. One can't help you and the other's out of town.
Want me to look up another one?
No, we ain't got time for that. Just take me to one of them big medical buildings.
Yes, ma'am. I'll go fetch your truck.
I'll get Miss Drysdale.
The minor bird is gone.
Oh?
What do you mean, oh?
I was very attached to that little thing.
She cost me $250. And the cage was extra.
Money, money, money. You're certainly on the cusp of Capricorn.
Oh, never mind that gobbledygook. Just help me look. Call the Bureau of Missing Birds or something.
I have my own problems. I've checked and rechecked, and the stars demand that I make friends of the Clampetts. And I still haven't found the tall man in my horoscope.
I'll make you a deal. You find my bird, and I'll find you a tall man.
Oh, Milburn, forget about that stupid bird.
Stupid bird? Why, that sweet little thing had a vocabulary of 25 words.
Doctor? Yes, I'm going to get you to one. Just take your pick.
Can I help you, madam?
Well, maybe so. I'm looking for a real good doctor for my neighbor lady here.
Neighbor lady?
I wouldn't want this to get around. But you know Mr. Drysdale, the banker, don't you?
Yes, I've heard of him.
That's his wife.
I think I know just the doctor for you.
Not me. Her.
Yes, of course. Dr. Reimer in 106.
I can't find hide nor hair, Granny, nor Jethro neither.
She sure must have been in a hurry. Ain't like Granny to leave her kitchen in such a mess.
That's a fact. Well, come on, I'll give you a hand. I'll help.
Hello, neighbors. May I come in?
Well, we's kind of ashamed of the way things look in here.
Well, I'll have things cleaned up in a jiffy. Y'all go on in the parlor.
No, no, no. You go in the parlor. I'll clean up.
Well, Miss Drysdale, we can't let you do that.
You'll ruin your pretty clothes.
I insist. I'm your friend. Your good neighbor.
Well, ma'am, I think it's only fair to tell you it was Granny that made this mess. And after the way she mean-mouthed you...
Tut, tut, tut. Cleaning up Granny's mess will be my pleasure.
Should we go in the parlor like she says, Pa?
I think we best stay out here, Ellie. Keep an eye on her. That woman ain't well.
Crow named Mrs. Drysdale? Leave it to these Beverly Hills people to come up with the strange pets.
One moment, please.
Well, thank you. Hello, Dr. Abbott speaking. I'm calling about Mrs. Drysdale.
Paul. It's Miss Drysdale's doctor.
Oh, I was afraid of that. Judge Clampett speaking.
Yes, Mr. Clampett. I'm, looking at these notes on Mrs. Drysdale. I'd say we have a pretty sick bird on our hands. Now, tell me, are the symptoms still the same? Well, for example, I mean, are her feet still yellow?
I can't tell. She's got her shoes on.
Did you say shoes? Well, now you've got to get those off right away. I'm sure they look cute, but they can shut off the circulation to the feet.
Yeah, they do appear to be a couple sizes too small.
Mr. Clampett, I'm afraid you don't realize the seriousness of these symptoms. This could be a fatal illness. Now, listen carefully.
Well, yes, sir, I will.
Now, first, is she in a cage?
No, sir. She's just hopping around the kitchen here.
Oh, that's very bad. You've got to get her in some kind of a cage immediately.
Doctor, she ain't gonna like that. Well, yes, sir. Of course I want to save her life. Give her what?
Sunflower seeds soaked in castor oil. Oh, and you might try to get her to flap around a little to increase the circulation. Yes, I'll check back with you later.
Yes, sir. Thank you. I'll do my best. Miss Drysdale's sicker than we thought. You go fetch some sunflower seeds and soak them in castor oil. I gotta put her in a cage.
What?
Thank goodness we got one.
Now, to sum up your relationship with Mrs. Drysdale, would you say that you like her as a person?
Oh, yes, of course. She's a wonderful woman. I like her fine.
Oh, no, you don't. You hate Mrs. Drysdale.
Don't say that.
You hate her, and you're taking out your hostilities on that bird.
It ain't so. Don't believe him. Do you want to get this building turned into a pumpkin and us into toads?
Now, lie down. I still have some questions to ask you.
Nothing doing. When are you going to examine her?
That won't do any good.
Ain't you going to give me no medicine?
I'll be very frank with you. I don't know of any medicine that can cure a hostility neurosis like this. Only understanding and love and affection. And it's up to you to find them. I can't do it.
Well, I got to admire you. You're the first city doctor I ever seen that admits he don't know nothing.
Seek that love and affection. It's the only medicine that can help.
All right. Guess I better take you home to your husband, Miss Drysdale.
Follow the advice of a tall man.
How you feeling, Miss Drysdale?
Oh, well, under the circumstances, I'd say quite well.
I got something for you. You want me to feed you through the wire?
Feed me?
Yes, ma'am. Paul says it's something you got to have.
Oh, well, if it's your father's advice, feed away.
Well, hello, Granny.
Mr. Drysdale, I got bad news for you.
Oh? What about?
Well, I don't hardly know how to tell you. But your wife has been messing around some magic stuff called astrology.
You're telling me it's turned her into a real bird brain.
Didn't you know?
Boy, do I know.
He knows.
You are, you little fatted fink.
None of that. She's got to have love and affection.
Well, then you take her home with you because she won't get any around here.
Mr. Drysdale.
Well, I was going to give her to Ellie as a present anyway.
You can't do that. You got to keep her and take care of her.
No, thanks. She's been too much trouble already.
Did you hear that?
And that's another thing. She talks too much. Give her to Ellie.
Now, hold on, you good time, Charlie. Remember your sacred oath. In sickness or in health, for better or for worse. What? Tell her you love her.
Love her?
Tell her, or I'll tell Jed to take his money out of your bank.
I love you.
I love you. I love you. Now, you see how forgiving she is? Well, I'll leave you two lovebirds alone.
Why are you crying, Granny?
It always warms my heart to see a family back together again.
That's it, Miss Drysdale. Get the circulation going.
Oh, please, can't I stop now? I'm just exhausted.
Well, let me see your feet. Yeah, they's nice and pink now.
Oh, wait, Miss Drysdale. You forgot your astrology book.
Oh, thank you, Ellie. And in case I don't see you before Friday, happy birthday, Libra.
Well, my birthday's tomorrow.
I thought it was the 7th.
Yes, ma'am, that's tomorrow. Today's the 6th.
Today's the 6th?
That's right.
Oh, good heavens. The 6th. Today is unlucky. Stay at home. Beware of your enemies.
Miss Drysdale, it's you. I never knowed a husband's affection to work so fast. It's a miracle. You're your old self again.
Take your hands off me, you unkempt, uncouth, barbaric swine!
Oh, Penny, how can you lie?
Didn't you hear what she just called you?
Yeah,